Right now, we're facing a man-made disaster of global scale, our greatest threat in thousands of years, climate change. If we don't take action, the collapse of our civilizations and the extinction of much of the natural world is on the horizon. The world's people have spoken. Their message is clear. Time is running out.
The amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere now is 50% higher than it was in 1900. And not only are we piling in more and more carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, but we are chopping down the forests of the earth at a great rate. And the forests themselves are the most efficient consumers of carbon dioxide that there are on Earth. We're going to destroy the ground because the soil of a rainforest isn't very good. We are actually tampering with the climate of the Earth and with the very atmosphere that we breathe. When we talk about the disappearance of the ozone layer, we don't know what will happen when the ozone layer goes. The world has become so fragile that we cannot subject the Earth to the tortures we can now inflict upon it. When we talk about the greenhouse effect, we're talking about something that affects the entire Earth. And these problems are life and death problems. They go to the root of the viability of the planet itself. If there's one thing that is biologically certain about the human species is that it is a human species, one species.
If we don't stop the destruction of our natural world, nothing else will matter. Simply put, if we don't protect nature, we can't protect ourselves.
The only way we can solve a problem is by a human solution. Never can we sit back and wait for miracles to save us. Miracles don't happen. Sweat happens. Efforts happens. Thought happens.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm your host, Jester Kasuga. This is the #1 reality show in the Philippines, Eco Talk. Let's Talk Climate. Isang espesyal na talakayan tungkol sa isa sa pinakamalaking hamon at kinaharap ng buong mundo. Ito ay ang climate change. Ano nga ba ang climate change? Bakit ito kailangang pag-usapan ngayon? Napapanahon nga lang ba itong pag-usapan dahil sa init na natatamo natin ngayon? O ito ba'y parte na ng ating tadhana? Ang climate change ay pangmatagalang pagbabago sa temperatura at pattern ng panahon sa mundo. Ayon sa mga eksperto, ito'y mabilis na lumalala dahil na rin sa kagagawan ng mga tao tulad ng sobrang paggamit ng fossils, fuels, deforestation at pollution. Ang mga pagbabagong ito ay hindi na lamang prediksyong nangyayari na ito'y sa kasalukuyan dito sa Pilipinas, ay kabilang tayo sa mga bansang pinakaapektado. Kaya naman, nag-imbita tayo ng eksperto upang bigyang pansin at kaalaman ng ating mga manonood. Kasama natin ngayon si Dr. Roberto De La Rosa, isang environmental scientist mula sa Bulacan Polytechnic College. Doc, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Doc, bakit nga ba ang bilis ng epekto ng climate change dito sa Pilipinas?
One common question we hear is, bakit parang ang bilis ng epekto ng climate change dito sa atin? Well, the answer lies in where we are and how we're living. Una sa lahat, the Philippines is an archipelago, meaning surrounded tayo ng tubig. So when the sea level rise dahil sa global warming, tayo ang unang naapektuhan at dahil nasa typhoon belt tayo ng Pacific, taon-taon, we experience over 20 tropical storms, and because of climate change, these storms are becoming stronger and more destructive. Pangalawa, maraming communities sa bansa ang nakatira sa flood-prone and landslide-prone areas. Hindi lahat may access to the strong structure or early warning system. Kaya mas malala ang damage tuwing may kalamidad. At pangatlo, unti-unti nang nawawala ang ating natural barriers like forests, mangroves, and coral reefs. These are supposed to protect us, pero nasisira ng dahil sa illegal logging, pollution, at overfishing. So when people ask, nangyayari ba talaga ang climate change? The answer is yes. And here in the Philippines, we're not just witnessing it, we're living it through it. Kaya kailangan talaga natin kumilos.
Ngayon naman, pag-usapan natin kung ano ang role ng gobyerno. Paano nga ba sila makakatulong sa ekonomiya upang hindi na lumala ang mga issue na pinakaharap natin ngayon?
Malaking bagay talaga ang papel ng gobyerno dito. Una, kailangan nilang magpasa at magpatupad ng mga batas na talagang seryoso sa proyekto sa kalikasan. Yung mga kumpanyang sobrang nagdudulot ng polusyon, dapat managot sila. Next, dapat mag-invest ng gobyerno sa clean and renewable energy gaya ng solar, wind at hydropower. Hindi na kasi sustainable ang sobrang pagdepende natin sa coal at fossil fuel. Importante rin na suportahan nila ang reforestation, ibig sabihin maglaan ng pondo para magtanim at mag-alaga ng mga puno, lalo na sa mga lugar na sobrang deforested na. Isa pa, kailangan nilang ayusin ang public transportation system. Kung may safe at maayos na affordable na transpo, mas maraming tao ang hihinto sa paggamit ng sariling sasakyan, less carbon emissions. At syempre, mahalaga rin na i-educate ang public, i-promote ang climate awareness sa school, media at barangay level para lahat may idea kung paano makakatulong. At huwag din natin kalimutan ang disaster preparedness. Kailangan may concrete plans at budget para tumulong agad sa mga naapektuhan ng climate change-related disaster. Lastly, makipag-collaborate ng gobyerno sa ibang bansa. Kasama tayo sa global efforts tulad ng Paris Agreement. So dapat seryosohin natin at mabawasan ang global warming.
Maraming salamat, Doc, sa iyong malinaw na kasagutan at talaga namang kapupulutan ng aral ng ating mga manonood. Pero hindi pa dyan nagtatapos ang katanungan, Doc. May isa pang, meron pa tayong isang katanungan. Kung ang gobyerno ay may malaking role, syempre, at tayo mga ordinaryong mamamayan, mayroon ding responsibility. Ano nga ba ang mga simpleng paraan para makatulong tayo upang maagapan ang climate change? Pero bago mo sagutin yan, Doc, magbabalik muli ang Eco Talks, Let's Talk Climate.
As a scientist, I know by the time she takes her first breath, 9 billion more tons of carbon pollution will be in the air. When she takes her first steps, wildfires will have burned millions more acres she could have explored. The day she gets her first pet, there are thousands of newly extinct species she'll never meet. The night she forgets to call, the night of her first heartbreak. Her future home floods for the first of many times. By the time a child born today goes to college, it may be too late to leave them the world we promised. Our window to act on climate change is like watching them grow up. We blink and we miss it.
You have the power to make a difference from the moment you wake up. Power your home with the sun. Refresh with a low-flow shower. Feels good. Air dry your laundry instead of tumbling. Eat more leftovers and reuse a humble bag. Leave the car and use your legs. In a rush? Take the bus. Become an expert recycler. Easy peasy. Enjoy fresh local produce. Make the things you love last longer. And give old treasures a second life. Good friends, they could last forever. For 0 food miles, grow your own. For an extra quick meal, use a pressure cooker and induction hob. Eat more greens. Why not try some veggie balls? Choose a low-flow tap. Power up your car with clean power. Power down your heating or aircon. All you need is great insulation. And LEDs? Always a bright idea. What a difference a day makes.
Nagbabalik ang Eco Talks, Let's Talk Climate. Ngayon naman po maririnig na natin ang kasagutan ni Doc Robert kung ano ang magiging gampanin natin bilang isang mamamayan. Doc Robert?
Actually, marami simple pero impactful na bagay na pwede natin gawin. Una, magtipid tayo sa kuryente. Patayin ang ilaw at appliances kung hindi naman ginagamit. Gumamit ng LED lights at energy efficient na gamit. Kung pwede, mag-commute, mag-bike, o maglakad na lang. Malaking bawas yan sa carbon emission kaysa kung laging nakakotse. Magtanim din tayo ng mga halaman o puno kahit sa bakuran lang. Sobrang laking tulong yan sa hangin at environment. Iwasan ang paggamit ng single-use plastic. Mas okay kung may sarili tayong eco bag, tumbler at lalagyan. Importante rin ang pag-recycle at composting kung mababawasan ang basura natin. Mas konting mapupunta sa landfills na naglalabas ng harmful gases. At kung gusto mo talagang makatulong long-term, kumain ng mas maraming gulay at lokal na produkto, mas mababa ang environmental impact niyan. At syempre, makisa tayo sa mga environmental programs. Hindi kailangan maging sikat para maging volunteer o magpakalat ng impormasyon online. Kahit simpleng post at social media, pwede nang mag-inspire ng pagbabago.
Maraming salamat, Doc Robert, sa ibahagi ng kaalaman sa aming araw. At sa mga viewers natin dyan, sana po ay pinapulot po tayong aral mula kay Doc Robert. Ngayon naman po ay atin namang alamin ang opinion ng isang mga estudyante mula sa Bulacan. Mati, pasok.
Maraming salamat, Sir Jezreel. Ako nga pala si Mati Jesus at ngayon po ay makakapareha natin via Gmail ang isang 20 years old climate activist na mula sa Bulacan. Siya ay si Mr. Jacob Serrano. Mr. Jacob Serrano, bakit nga ba mahalaga ang boses ng kabataan laban kontra sa climate change?
Sabi nga nila, kabataan ang pag-asa ng bayan. Kahit hindi kami kikilos ngayon, kami ang magdurusa bukas.
Ano ang mga hakbang na inyong ginagawa upang makatulong sa ating kalikasan?
Nag-uorganisa rin kami ng tree planting, clean-up drives at information campaign para sa aming barangay.
Bilang isang kabataan, baka may message ka sa mga kabataan natin diyang nanonood ngayon.
Shoutout sa mga kabataan dyan. Hihikayat ko kayo na makiisa sa aming programa. Lahat ng lungsod ay may ganitong programa. Magtungo lamang kayo at makiisa. Tayo rin ang makikinabang ito sa huli.
Maraming salamat, Mr. Jacob Serrano. Balik sa iyo, Sir Jezreel.
Maraming salamat, Mapian de Jesus. Ngayon ay atin ang narinig ang boses ng kabataan na naglalayon na mapabuti ang kalikasan. At ngayon, may isang panauhin na isang climate researcher na mula pa sa NASA. Ngunit bago muna natin mapanayam, magbabalik ang Eco Talks, Let's Talk Climate.
Humans have been farming rice for thousands of years, and methods have evolved over time. And now, with climate change affecting weather patterns, scientists in the Philippines are working to develop new types of rice designed to withstand all types of environments.
Day temperature, night temperature, it leads to increased droughts, increased floods. When the seawater level rises, the coastal areas get inundated with salt water. Increased salinity is another aspect.
The Philippines is the second largest rice importer in the world and regularly sees its own rice crops damaged by extreme weather. But due to climate change, weather conditions are hurting agriculture even more by damaging crops and reducing yields.
As the environments fluctuate more and more, the stability of yield becomes lower. And so this is where the improved varieties which are more tolerant to climate-related aspects and which are better in terms of water use or nutrient use are important.
To create climate-resistant rice strains, scientists at the International Rice Research Institute crossbreed existing strains that have desirable traits.
Say, for example, this recipient parent, it is very high yielding, early maturing, so good eating quality. So you need to put in those traits, those drought tolerance, submergence tolerance, or cold tolerance trait to produce offspring having all those traits.
It's not just about ensuring a stable food supply. The researchers hope that their efforts can improve the lives of rice farmers too. More resilient rice means farmers will have more stable crops, even in harsh weather conditions.
Kasi maganda nga yun, may pag-asa ka kahit walang patubig. Mayroon kang inaasa na kahit kaunting bagay hamog-hamog lang matuloy-tuloy ang buhay niyan.
The scientists' efforts are already reaping rewards. They've developed a drought-resistant strain that's being grown not only in the Philippines, but also in India and Nepal. Ethan Pan and Eric Gao for Taiwan Plus.
Maraming salamat sa patuloy na pagsubaybay sa aming programa. Ngayon naman po ay mapapanayam natin ang isang natatanging Pilipino scientifico na nagtatrabaho sa US sa larangan ng climate science, si Dr. John Fernandez, isang climate researcher sa NASA for Space Studies. Welcome po sa programa, Dr. Fernandez.
Maraming salamat po, Sir Jessel. Ikinagagala ko po makasama kayo sa programa.
Dr. Fernandez, matagal na po kayong nagtatrabaho sa climate research sa US. Ano po ba ang mismong ginagawa ninyo sa NASA?
Ako po ay nagtatrabaho sa isang climate modeling na gumagamit kami ng datos at computer simulations para makita kung paano nagbabago ang klima ng mundo. Para itong paglikha ng mapa ng hinaharap. Nakakatulong ito sa atin na maunawaan ang epekto ng init, pagtaas ng tubig dagat at matitinding sakuna.
Ano ang pinapakita ng inyong pananaliksik tungkol sa krisis o sa klima?
Malinaw naman po sa ating lahat na umiinit ang mundo sa mabilis na paraan. At ito ay dulot ng mga gawaing pantao, lalo na ang pagsusunog ng fossil fuels. Nakikita natin ang mas malalakas na bagyo, matitinding tag-init, at apektado tayong lahat, lalo na ang Pilipinas dahil sa climate change.
Bilang isang Pilipino sa US o Pinay sa US, pakiramdam mo ba kayo may responsibilidad para tumulong sa Pilipinas?
Sir Jessel, kahit ako ay nakabase sa US, dala-dala ko pa rin ang puso kong Pilipino. Sinisikap kong makipag-ugnayan sa mga siyentipiko dito sa Pilipinas at tumulong sa mga proyektong makakatulong sa ating bayan. Ang climate change ay problema ng buong mundo, kaya kailangan nating pagtulungan.
Ano po ang mga hakbang ng US na nagbibigay ng pag-asa sa inyo?
Isa sa pinakamahalaga ay ang Inflation Reduction Act. Ito ang pinakamalaking investment ng US para sa malinis na enerhiya at climate solutions. Gumagawa rin sila ng mas mahigpit na batas para bawasan ang polusyon at nagsusuporta ng teknolohiyang makakalikasan.
At para po sa mga kabataang Pilipino na gustong tahakin ang landas ninyo, ano ang iyong maipapayo?
Mag-aral ng mabuti, maging mapanlikha at huwag mawalan ng tiwala sa sariling kakayanan, lalo na sa laban kontra climate change.
Dr. Fernandez, maraming salamat po sa inyong oras at inspirasyon.
Maraming salamat din po. Isang malaking karangalan ang maging bahagi ng inyong programa.
Maraming salamat po.
This video is made in partnership with Octopus Electric Vehicles.
Stop chopping down our trees. Stop using plastic things. Carpool and drive EVs and give back to the earth we've been given. Cut down the milk and meat. Green power, the lights and heat. We'll sing this song on repeat as we do our part for the world that we live in. I'm Earth, the planet that you're on, you know, but I'm not feeling so well. My temperature's rising, species are dying, floods, droughts, and fires no longer surprising. I'm losing trees and my islands slowly disappear. It's getting harder and harder to make a home for you here.
Hey Earth, let me break it down for him. We're making those greenhouse gases, trapping heat in the atmosphere. They come from cars and plastics, cows and factories here. We're burning oil and coal and all that natural gas, releasing carbon dioxide and methane and releasing them fast. But hey, folks gotta live, yeah. People need to live, but look at what you give to the children after you. You need me, ooh, and I need you.
Hey, we'll stop chopping down our trees. They absorb carbon dioxide.
We'll switch over to EVs or carpool, go for a bike ride.
We'll stop using plastic things and take our own bags to the store. We'll change up the way we eat, a little less milk and meat. Let's switch to renewable power, unplug and take shorter showers. But please don't stop taking showers, that would be gross.
Stop chopping down our trees. Stop using plastic things. Carpool and drive EVs and give back to the earth that we're given. Cut down the milk and meat. Green power, the lights and heat. And sing the song on repeat as we do our part for the world that we live in.
Grown-ups, take it away.
We can write our governments and tell them to change. They might say it's impossible, but we can hold them responsible and help them to lead in cleaner energy.
What we do now will reverberate for centuries. We'll stop chopping down our trees. Stop using plastic things. Carpool and drive EVs and give back to the earth we've been given. Cut down the milk and meat. Green power, the lights and heat. We'll sing this song on repeat as we do our part for the world that we live in. We'll stop chopping down our trees. Stop using plastic things. We'll carpool and drive EVs and give back to the earth we've been given. Cut down the milk and meat. Green power, the lights and heat. We'll sing this song on repeat as we do our part for the world that we live in. We'll start today, chopping down our trees. Today, using plastic things. Today, yeah, yeah. Back to the earth we've been given. Cut down the milk and meat. Green power, the lights and heat. We'll sing this song on repeat as we do our part for the world that we live in. We'll start today.
Ang climate change ay hindi lamang problema ng ilang tao. Ito ay hamon ng buong mundo. Ngunit kung tayo ay magtutulungan, may pag-asa pa ito maibalik ang ganda ng ating kapaligiran. Ako po si Jessica Gasuga at ito ang Eco Talks, Let's Talk Climate. Hanggang sa muli, umilos, magmalasakit at maging parte ng solusyon. Lagi nating tatandaan, ang pagbabago ay nagsisimula sa ating sarili. Let's save our Mother Earth.